Welcome back to the channel. Sprinkle, sprinkle, everyone. Thank you for being here this morning. I know it's a little bit early. Y'all hit that like button still. I know y'all still a little groggy. It's a little early in the morning, but I get up early, so you have to deal with it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all click like, subscribe if you're new, and y'all say hello. Uh-oh, hi, Miss Divine Sprinkle Sprinkle, member in the house. And y'all become a member and y'all get some special level up emojis as well. You just go to the channel page and click on join. Thank you. So we're going to be talking about building him up for the next woman. Yes, how many of you have done that? How many ladies have built their ex up for the next woman? And how many of you learned your lesson? Yes, a lot of y'all are here because of that, because y'all helped build a man. And that's not a good thing. Oh, Miss Divine Sprinkle Sprinkle, thank you for being a member. So you said unknowingly. Anytime you split bills, you're building up a man. Okay. So get your pen and paper because a lot of you ladies are building up men and you don't even realize. Okay, sometimes it's in disguise how they trick you to build them up. So get your pen and paper if you're in a relationship with a man and you feel you're suspicious that he could be building on you. Get your pen because we gotta correct this. Okay. If if he forgets something and you have to pay every once in a while, that's one form of it. So this is why you need to be a constant reminder. I don't care if you got to put sticky notes everywhere to remind him to pay stuff on time, to go to the ATM, to get the cash, to do this, and that, so it doesn't fall back on your back. Make sure you get them reminders, get the little sticky notes. Okay, leave them everywhere so he don't forget. Okay. A lot of women say, "Well, my man forgot his wallet at home." No, he didn't. Okay. So you got to treat them like children when they be trying to pull the okey doke over your head sometimes. You got to be like, did you remember your wallet before you even get in the car? You have to be like, did you pay them bills? You have to be like, did you renew this? Did you renew that? And did you go to the ATM? Did you get some cash? You got to be a constant reminder because they secretly will be like, well, she'll get it. Okay. No, you got to tell them. Okay. And this is why a lot of times women equate men to children no matter how old they are, because they will try to forget. And if they forget by accident, well, at least you're that friendly reminder and you don't have to fall victim of being, built upon. Okay. Next, excuse me, I inhaled too deeply. And when they ask you to do stuff on the way home, if it's not beneficial to you and they ask you to do stuff on the way home, first of all, either they're buying time to do whatever they're doing, or they're making you do the stuff that they were supposed to do in the first place. Okay, so um, now if it's something that you have to do anyway, and you ask, is there anything that I need to put on a list or something like that? And plus, if you're paying with his money, of course, so make sure you know that. Another thing is, are you gifting him too much? Like, are your gifts that you're giving him worth more than the gifts that he's giving you? And how often do you gift him? And how frequently have you gifted him? Is he getting more than you're getting? Write that down. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Are you doing him more favors than he's doing for you? If you go out of your way to do more for him than he's doing for you, then he's building on you because time is money. Okay. So if you're wasting your time, a lot of time for him, and he's not doing the same or more for you, that's another way of him building on you. Okay. Um, if he's pretending he doesn't know how to do something, or if he's asking you too much and you feel like, the answers are so simple. Why is he pulling you into this situation? Why can't he Google it? Why can't he call somebody who's professional and can fix it? Why is he involving you? That's another red flag. If he keeps involving you to do like his menial tasks, could you look up the number for this? Can you call this person? Can you make sure this thing, happens? Can you, like, you're not his secretary, okay? You're not the secretary. And make sure you know that. So don't volunteer to be his secretary. Don't volunteer to be his maid. Don't volunteer to be his errand runner. Don't volunteer to do stuff that he forgot. These are secret ways men try to build on your back. Okay, don't do it. Um, if if you have made major plans and he backs out at the last minute, that's another way of building on your back. Now, let me tell you why. If someone makes major plans with someone, the other person has to actually move their schedules around. You know, they have to make plans to do things a little bit different. So it's an inconvenience. So when someone is, adamant and saying, yes, I'm going to do something, or yes, we're going to do this, and then they back out at the last minute, that is another way of wasting your time, energy, and building on your back. Because you're in the headspace saying, okay, well, this person is doing this for me, so I'm going to treat them nice. I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to be a little bit kinder. I'm going to be a little bit more lenient. I'm going to, relax my standards just a tad because he's going to do this nice thing for me, but he hasn't done it yet. And then after maybe weeks or maybe even longer, I don't know how long y'all wait, it doesn't come through, and you've wasted all that energy on making sure that he felt appreciated when he did nothing to get the appreciation. So that's why I always say, well, let me see them tickets. Give me that itinerary number. Okay. Don't make that plans in advance. Give me them numbers. I will call and confirm. I will call and update. That's how you have to do it, because a lot of times guys will lie to you and say all this stuff and promise you the world. And then when it comes down to give it to you, they ain't nowhere to be found, or oops, something came up. So that's why you need to get all the stuff in advance, get all the info, and etc. etc. Okay. Um, that's very self-centered, very bad. Give him half now, sir. Give you half now. Okay, Taisha in the house, Divine in the house. Thank you for being members. So, don't secretly build for a man. Okay. Now, the obvious ways that women build men is, of course, paying half the bills, or, of course, letting them go to school or working and, do all this stuff. And this is the trick that so many young women get pulled into. Oh, we're young, we have to build together. No, because you're like, you ever heard of the starter girlfriend or the starter wife? That's what you are. If you're working, you're starter. Okay. If you're contributing, you're the starter, or the one that fell for the okie doke. Because when a man gets his stuff together and he gets the type of woman that he wants, he's not going to be looking your way, when bill time comes. He ain't gonna be like, you got that money? He's not gonna be doing that. So that's how you know that you're his type and that he really likes you, because he ain't gonna ask you for nothing. Because he don't want to risk losing you to somebody who don't ask you for nothing. Okay, so you'll have to remember that. And a lot of men will say this is toxic. Don't do this. You'll never get a man. But do you really want a man who looking at you like this at bill time? Do you really want the type of man who's doing this at bill time? Think about it. I would rather be by myself paying my own bills than a man doing this to me at bill time. Okay? Think about that. Because it's silly. It's silly. How you gonna be a grown man in your own house begging? Period. Okay? No. So if you want the respect as a grown man in your own house, do not beg no woman for nothing. Okay? Do it all. And if you can't, then you don't need to be there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, and so many women have been tricked into building a man. That's not your son. You can't be proud of him. You can't be in the audience when he graduate or get his raise talking about that's my baby, because chances are he got somebody else, on the side because he built on your back. You can't be in the audience. That's my baby. That's for mothers. You That man should be all the way raised by the time he gets to dating and trying to be with a woman. He should be all the way finished being raised. He don't need to build him up. He should be a grown man by the time you get to him. Okay. And this is the trick that a lot of men use. They say, well, I want a woman to build with. Why can't you build and then go get the woman? Why do you need help? And a lot of men have been programmed to think that a woman is supposed to help them. That makes you look weak. That makes you look weak. Don't no woman want no weak man. Why can't you go get another man to help you and build a business and become a business partner with another man and then go get your woman? Why you need a woman's help? You know. So I don't feel that building with any man is sensible for any leveled up woman or any woman that loves herself. It's not sensible. That's for desperate women, women who can't get no man, women who fear they'll never get a man, women who do anything to keep a man. That's for those desperate women. Now, y'all have to remember that it's better to be single and dating than to be in a relationship building with a man, for the next woman. Because as soon as he's done with you, as soon as you've built him up to where he don't need you no more, he's gone. Okay? And when he's gone, you're going to be the one looking stupid. So don't do it. I promise. You will thank yourself later. Do not do it. I don't care how cute he look. I don't care how convincing his speech is of building together. I don't care. I don't care. Let him see his little speech and get it all off his chest and be like, you know what? That is so sweet. But if you needed help from a woman, why don't you just go get a woman business partner? Okay. Why don't you go into business with some woman? Because I'm the wife or I'm the girlfriend. I get all of the benefits. I'm not supposed to be building. I don't need to be on the construction site with a hard hat. I'm not Barbara the Builder. So that's what they don't understand. So don't don't fall for it. Y'all hit the likes. Thank you, J9. Sprinkle, sprinkle. J9 in the house. And you know what? I put this in the wrong thing. Don't fall for it. If you've already fallen for it, don't ever fall for it again. I don't care how desperate you get. It's better to be desperate and alone than desperate and getting got. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Even if the man has money already. Now listen to me, ladies, because a lot of you are going to run into this. Even if the man looks established, looks like he has money, all this kind of stuff, he shouldn't need you to contribute any type of financial if he already has it. So that's a red flag. If he's asking and he seems to already have it, that means, he's trying to use you or pull, the okey doke, or there's something a little sketchy going on. So pay attention to that. Oh, Gina, sprinkle, sprinkle. Men will try their hand and ask you to build just to see if you are that type. That is so true. Because if you say no, they could still say, okay, well, she's not the builder type. So I guess I scratch that off my list. You know, and they still will date you, but they just want to see. Exactly. They want to see how much you love yourself and how high your standards are. Because a lot of times they know if you'll build with them, they can do anything and you'll be cool with it. um Shira, what's a good degree to read in university, college for young women? Girl, I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Whichever one that pulls you. I feel like whichever one can benefit you the most. I would say psychology, so you know how to deal with these fools. Psychology or um, philosophy, so you can game them to the end. All right. Anything to do with getting over on them and getting what you want. Yes, do that. Philosophy degree has a lot of essay. Well, then don't get the degree. Just learn how to do it. Learn how to think. If you don't want a degree, just at least learn how to think. Read a philosophy book if you're not in college. But all them papers y'all be writing in college, y'all can be published authors. I'll just publish that paper, and when I'm done, and get paid. Okay, I'm going to be multitasking. If I was in school, I'll be multitasking. Every paper I write gonna be published somewhere, circling around. I'm putting my name on it. I'm the author. Okay, you write all them papers and be an author when you graduate. There you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Um. Y'all know I'm gonna find a way. So you said men with money are rude, though. So are women. I'm rude. Women that know they value are rude too when people are wasting their time. So a lot of times men with money are rude because they don't like to waste time either. I don't like to waste time either. You know what? I'll be rude too, and broke people are rude too. Okay. You ever seen somebody trying to rush to get to work because they late and they honking and causing road rage because they got to clock in? That's rude. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all become a member. Everybody is rude. Y'all keep trying to put this stigma on rich people. Broke people even worse. They will rob you for $20. Okay, that's rude. Okay, so y'all have to think about this. Just because y'all feel like rich people feel entitled. They don't like to waste time. They know why you there. That's why you need to study psychology and philosophy so you can get what they got. And they don't. And it seemed like they gave it to you on their own free will. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Otherwise, they don't got time for that. They don't have time for it. Um, and y'all keep forgetting that you have the capacity to also be rude. Remember that. You said broke people on the customer service line at Walmart are rude. Everybody's rude when they get frustrated. Okay. How would you react if your friend talks behind your back? I mean, I don't care, baby. At least they're talking about you and you're not talking about them, which means you are the subject, the topic, and the it girl. Because you know what? People are going to talk behind your back either way, so it doesn't matter. I really wouldn't care. That means she jealous. Okay, who cares? Whatever. And I feel like we worry too much about what people think about us. That's not our business. Our business is to get this money and to look good and to get what we want in this world. It has nothing to do with what they think about us. It really doesn't. Okay, are you Veda Sprinkle Sprinkle as of now? He's the sole provider and is proud of it. I want to start buying investment properties together, though. Is that a bad idea? Why together? Why can't you like do that on your own or whatever? I don't know. I feel like why give someone all that control when you could do it on your own? I don't know about that. I'm gonna need my own. I'm sorry. I'm not the type of woman that wants to share with a man. You know what I'm saying? What's mine is mine. What's yours is mine. Do you understand? Now he can buy you some investment property and give it to you in your name and your business name. That's nice, but I'm not building with no man. That's just dumb. Y'all like, okay, y'all are all happy and sweet and like maybe in love right now, but what if things change and y'all have all that stuff together? Or what if you get mad? Or what if, he finds another person? Now you stuck with all of that crap in both of y'all's name. Why don't you just get it as a gift and give it to yourself? Okay. Mhm. Is it okay if you're married to him and he needs help to be his secretary sometimes? If he paying you, sprinkle, sprinkle. You getting something out of it? You getting some shoes? You on the shop? He taking you to dinner and lunch afterwards? Like, what is the compensation? Time is money. Either way, okay? Because if you're his secretary sometimes, that means he's saving money by not hiring one, which means you're doing work for free. So he needs to compensate you, a gift or something. Okay, always get something in return, or else you're getting built upon. Okay, don't do nothing free. I'm sorry, unless it's his birthday or he handicapped or sick or something. And then that's only for temporary. But no, on a regular basis, nope. Um, I remember someone that had a girlfriend working with them as the secretary or manager or whatever, whatever. And he was cheating on her with everybody walking through while she wasn't there. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. So now, and the funny thing is, they knew. They knew. They didn't care. All right. Has my attitude changed since being a teenager? Of course. I've gotten wiser. Okay. Y'all hit the like button. Thank you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. We got 444. Ooh, that's a good number, y'all. Now hit the like button and get it up there too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, you said you've healed and have extreme gratitude for the growth. I want my groove back. Any advice on getting back out there? Okay, Alexis. Okay. I don't like the word healed. And on this channel, you'll know that because it means something was wrong with you in the first place. It seems like you were wounded or hurt or shot or something. You know what I'm saying? Seemed like you was in a hospital on an IV. If you weren't on the hospital bed with an IV and you had all your health and your capacities and all you didn't need to heal. You just learned a lesson for whatever happened to you. You learned a lesson because that would be like if you enrolled in school or in college and I gave you this giant book to read, right? And you read that book. But then I said, you know what? Um, we don't need that book anymore. If you read it, don't worry about it. You're going to need to read this book instead. You're going to be hurt because you took the time, energy, and all that to read that book, but you learned what was in the book. Even though you got to go read another, you still learned what was in that book, and now you're smarter and wiser. So don't say you got to heal because you had to learn. That's number one. And this is how a lot of people trick ladies and thinking there's something wrong and off with them. Y'all need to go heal. Y'all need to heal. No, we already learned. That's a level of wisdom that you gained. So stop saying that you need to heal unless you were on a hospital bed. Stop using the word heal in vain. Like literally. It's victim mentality. And you can't win in this world having victim mentality. You never hear men talking about that kind of stuff. You never hear men saying, "Oh, I need to go heal." Because they don't accept being a victim. And if you don't accept being a victim, you can't become another victim to another man. Okay? Which you need to really work on that, not being a victim. Unless it's your plan so you can get some money, then you're only acting like a victim. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, they heal by sleeping with another woman. Exactly. They're not healing, they just moving on or learning their lesson and going on with more information. That's all you're doing. It's not healing if you weren't broke or sick or needing some, medication to, boost your immune system back up. You didn't need to heal from nothing. Stop using these defeating words. That's why a lot of people keep falling down again. Oh, Taisha, sprinkle, sprinkle. He wants to see me on Saturday with all these plans. I told him I won't be able to work. I need 3K a month for fake bills. He agreed to help today. He says I gave him too short notice. He won't be seeing or hearing from me. Good for you, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, people can go to the ATM and get 3K out, baby. 2K one day, 2K another day. Okay, he got enough time. Unless he got to move funds around and stuff, that means that he ain't got it like that anyway. He can write a check, sprinkle, sprinkle. You can get that cash back too. How you doing? Um, Thank you for the donation, sprinkle, sprinkle. You said you're 24 and so naive. How to stop? Only date men who are able to benefit you in some form or fashion. And that means you leave with more than you came in with. If you can't do that, you don't need to be dating them. Unless you're dating another person that's benefiting you, and that person is just for fun. And whoever you dating just for fun, if you sleeping with them, make sure they got money just in case you get pregnant. Okay? Make sure they got money for you to live off of and have a good life if you should have a child by them. My advice is do not get pregnant, and if you sleep with anything, let them have money. Period. Okay? I don't care. That way you're good either way. You refused to answer, and he told me, "Oh, I understand. You will leave," and I didn't say no. Okay, yeah. Sometimes you just gotta be blunt and move on because that person is not gonna do much for you. Um, you said my husband is so willing to give his ex $800 for child support, but has excuses to buy me a new car. I made sure to demand my new car now. These men want us to sit around receiving crumbs. Exactly. Get your car. Um, Get you a car from him, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shira, a rich guy first asked me, "What do you do?" After replying to him, I asked him, "What do you do?" He replied, "My question," but stopped texting after that. What went wrong? Well, it depends on how you look. A lot of men just want to know you ain't no stripper or on what you call it, you know, the internet looking like, half naked or whatnot. So always say you're a receptionist, part-time receptionist, or I work for something that don't pay no money. You know what I'm saying? Like always reply with something that makes no money. Okay, but still respectable. Otherwise, he gonna think you playing games and he gonna think you a stripper or something. And he can't bring you around his people if they didn't already seen you on a pole. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. All right. Sure. Why are guys obsessed with making you travel for them? Recently added a few guys to my roster post breakup and literally all offering me to come to their houses even with all expenses paid. Because it's like DoorDash or Grubhub. They just order what they want. Okay. Um Honestly, I feel like with all these women on Instagram glamorizing getting flued out, unless they're flying you out somewhere very nice that you actually want to go, that you want to check off your bucket list, I don't think you should go. I think it's, if you're going to travel, why not make it a vacation instead? Be like, you know what? Instead, why don't we just go to this place and we can both just meet there or whatever, whatever. Or we can meet up and fly there together. But why be someone's DoorDash or Grubhub? You know what I'm saying? I don't feel that's a compliment because think about this. If you are rich as a woman or famous or well known, do you think men would try to fly you out? It's a level of disrespect unless they're gifting you major gifts and they haven't seen you in a long time and they just can't get away from work and they're paying them bills and you're just like, okay, well, I guess I got to go see them to keep this money coming in. That's the only way that you should be traveling to see any man. Otherwise, he's just getting takeout, you know? It's glamorized, I think, for the younger women who haven't been anywhere yet or haven't traveled much. But for older women or, women that have traveled a lot, it's not impressive. So that's what I feel. You say it's like ordering pizza. Exactly. Hmm. What's the difference between building a man up versus supporting my husband as he builds his company? Okay, your support is being there when he gets home, so he doesn't have to worry about you being out there with somebody else. Your support is telling him, good job, he can do it. You believe. Your job to support him is saying, you know what? Um, you're so smart. Your support is verbal, and your presence is support. That's it. That's it. If you give him any more support, you better be on that payroll. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You be his cheerleader. That's it. Words of cheer. That's it. Anything else you doing is extra. Sure, you got a Keurig coffee maker in your house for the dates. You're ready. Okay, you got your coffee maker, sir. Good for you. I'm sure Pick Misha will love that. um, you date college boys now that there is more freedom. What? You're 25 and love fashion. Men don't approach me. I think they're intimidated. Okay. Go for older men. I don't know. Or maybe if you do too much fashion wise, it scares people off. Like a lot of times people overdo fashion. Y'all be getting y'all's fashion tips from like Instagram and you'll be out there looking like a highlighter with some sprinkles on it. No. Okay. In the real world, if you stand out like a sore thumb, nobody wants to be seen in public with you. Okay. Like too much, baby. Tone it down. If they got to put on sunglasses to be seen with you, no. Y'all be taking all this fashion sense from okay, I'm gonna if you're gonna spam, you're getting removed. Um I'm don't take your don't take all of your fashion advice. This thing getting a little tangled. I need to take this off. Speaking of fashion. I hate it when it gets tangled. Don't take all your fashion advice from Instagram. Them people get paid to advertise clothes. Okay. How do you think a guy who drives a Honda but makes good money would buy you your dream car, or do you think it's an indicator he's cheap on those things? Um, does he have another car? Does he own house? Does he own property? Like what else does he have? Does he have a business in his name? I would have to know all those things before I could judge that situation because I just have to know that he could afford it. Mhm. Yeah, dressing too nice makes you look untouchable. Doing too much makes you look untouchable. It makes you look like you live for Instagram or TikTok or whatever y'all be on. It makes you look like that's your priority. So yeah, don't be too trendy. Don't be too all of that. Just look like you're supposed to look when you are in the real world. Okay. Oh, T sprinkle sprinkle. Thank you. Like when I go shopping, I see all that trendy stuff in the store, and I kind of laugh at it. I'm like, ooh, who's gonna wear this? And you know, believe it or not, the next time I go back to the store, it's all sold out and it's gone. But I know somebody walking around with that ugly jacket on rolls eyes, rolls eyes. Somebody bought it. Oh my gosh. Would alpha man asks, what would you do if I lost my wealth? That's a trick question. You know what I would say? I don't think you could ever lose your wealth. You're too intelligent, and smart people know how to keep their money. So I only date smart people and intelligent men. So I don't have to ever worry about that. That would be my answer because dumb people only lose money. All right. Literally, if you stupid, you can't keep your money. If you're wealthy, you're smart and knew how to get it, and you should know how to keep it. If a man is asking you what if he lost his money, what he's really asking you is, do you like him for him? And I think the trick question and my answer go good together because it means that you admire his intelligence and that you see past all of that. You see that he's smart and he could never lose such a thing and da da da. And so I don't feel like a man who has money will lose money or not enough to be devastated by. You know, if you, that's one thing that I can't stand, a dummy. If you stupid enough to lose money, then you too stupid for me. Bye. Boop. I mean, and losing money, as long as it doesn't devastate you financially and you can still live the same lifestyle or very very close to the same lifestyle, that's fine. But if you lose so much money you can't live the same lifestyle, goodbye. That means you dumb, and I don't deal with idiots. Okay. A 50-year-old guy you're texting asks for pictures. You told him I couldn't because my phone bill was overdue. It's not. He told me WhatsApp is free. I haven't spoken to him since, but should I feel bad? No. You should be like, bye. That was his cue to pay. Okay. T Sprinkle Sprinkle, you're 44 and you are freestyling. Men in the 25 and 45 age range keep approaching me to talk to me. When my target is 60 and up, I don't want these younger. Then go places where only older guys hang out. Okay. You gotta start hanging out during the day, during happy hour or lunch. Or go to Luby's or go to breakfast, girl. The old people hang out early. They in bed by 8. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the donation, by the way. You got to go where old retirement people be. Go to the golf section of the sporting goods store. Go to the shooting range the golf shooting range. Go to the golf course. Go to the gym early in the morning, the old people be there. Go, yes, you got to get up early in the morning to get them old folk, okay? All right. Happy hour is the latest you're going to find them. There you go. Sure, if a rich guy suddenly stopped texting me after hearing what I do for a living, his business partner is a global known female celebrity. Am I not matching his status or why he stopped texting me? Maybe, like when you're dealing with people who are in the public eye, you become part of their public eye. You become part of, who they are. So if you don't match what they're representing, then you don't match. Sorry. Like, that's probably part of the reason I could never be dating somebody with fame or celebrity because I'm too crazy. I don't match. I say what I want, and a lot of people they like their PR can't handle that. So a lot of times what you do for a living, what you say, how you speak, what you represent will keep you from dating certain people. How to handle your ex baby mama that causes trouble? An ex baby mama. Okay, not okay. Okay. She knows how to manipulate my husband, use this kid. How do I come above the situation? How do I get the more like he needs to show you a grand gesture, like buying you a nice car or a very expensive gift that you can show off. So whenever she causes troubles, you just look at your gift. You just look at your car. Okay, you need a big grand gesture because she's gonna try to do all these little things, of course. But you need the reminder where his money is you. Get you a big grand gesture gift, and that's it. and look at it every time she starts to bother you. And when that wears off, get your next gift. Okay? When it wears off, if she's run thin, when it's run thin and you're used to whatever the gift is, get another one. Okay? How would one move forward after a mental breakdown, uncontrollable dissociation, and weeping? I feel like it's setback. Aho, ahoa. Okay. Um. First of all, I would never call it a mental breakdown. What I would call something is a breaking point. You had enough of whatever it is you were putting up with. You got it out of your system, and you learned your lesson. Now get up and do what you want. That's what I call it. Like you had enough, basically, and you said, you released all the whatever you felt about whatever happened, and now you're ready to start and do whatever you want. So I don't like terms when people say breakdown, uncontrollable. Da, da, da. Look, you had your breaking point. Now get up and start over. Okay. When you join the military or the army, and they break you in order to retrain you. You broke yourself. Now get up and fix yourself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or you allowed a situation to break you. Now you just get back up and retrain yourself in a better way. Okay. You said, what about rebounds? What about them? As long as they got some rebound money, sprinkle, sprinkle. How do we get a new car from a possible boyfriend, preferably not sleeping with them? Um, Accidentally wreck your car on the way to see them. All right. Okay. You don't even have to really wreck it. You could just say it's wrecked. You can just like, baby, I was on the way to your house. My car got totaled. Go find a picture of your totaled car online and send it to them. Because they got them. They got everything online. You secretly gonna trade it in and get your little cash, and then he gonna take you to the dealership and you gonna get your little car. Um. Okay, so I know a lot of men are gonna ask, well, why is it okay for a man to build a woman? Or you know, because it is. Because society, the patriarchal society, has put it that way to where women are made to feel inferior to men in some form or fashion. So if you want to keep up the facade that men are strong individuals that women need in their lives, then you got to keep up the facade. You got to keep up the payments. You got to keep up that money. You got to be the king of your castle. You got to be the man. Okay. If you want to keep up the facade, then you got to come through. You want to keep that reality going where men look like, they're the dominant sex, then you got to pay them bills. Otherwise, you're going to have to let it go. And you know what happens when you let that go? Okay, you have no say, no mo. There you go. So, women allow you guys to feel bigger and stronger and better. We allow you to use us to reflect your greatness and grandness off of us while we tell you exactly what you want to hear. Tell you big and strong, and baby, can you pay these bills? We allow you to feel like the man you are. So if you don't want that taken and snatched away from you completely, then you better pay them bills. You better not ask no woman to build. Okay. Can't claim to be masculine if you stand by and watch your girlfriend, wife, her pay for things. Exactly. What about building up a man who is on his way towards big wealth, like doctors who, girl, no. If you build up a man, make sure he came out your body and your name is his mama on his birth certificate. Otherwise, you are not very smart as a woman. You don't love yourself. And you're basically investing in a grown man who is going to say thank you, goodbye when he's found better. Okay, you don't do that. You don't do that. I don't care. I don't care who told you to do it. Don't you do it. Why don't you just step back, let another woman finish raising him, and when he's done and he's a grown man, go back and get him. Okay? Because sometimes you got to step out and come back after the other woman finished raising him because you're not going to be that stupid to invest in him. Okay? If he can't do it on his own, he didn't do it. And he has no bragging rights. And he ain't going to even give you no credit. When women drive by his house, they see his house. They don't see your house or that you paid for him or support him. When a woman drives by and sees him in his nice sports car, the woman don't see you paying half the bills in the house so he can have that nice car. When he pays off his student loans, the women after him don't see that you pay half of them. They don't see that. They see him. They don't see you. And he's going to get used to that. Then he's going to be like, you know what? You don't see me. You don't see how great I am because you helped him get there. So you can't see how great he is. Why? Because you made him great. And he took you for granted. And now he's out with the nurse or whoever chick and you sitting out there looking like Boo Boo the Fool. No, don't build no grown man. I keep telling you. Unless he's your son. You can help, your mama can help the son, but do not help no grown man that did not come out your body. You said how not to be mentally disturbed on the crazy news. There's this button called, off, and you click it. Okay. Or there's this channel thing with an arrow on it, and you change the channel. Ain't nobody sitting down, tying you up and making you watch stuff. How do you stop being triggered by red pill men who say women hit the wall? Stop listening to men who can't afford to take you out on a date. Okay. That's like that's like you paying money, signing up for a lecture to go hear a broke man tell you something who can't even afford to take you out on a date. Okay. Why would you listen to someone that can't do anything for you? That's number one. He can't do nothing for you, girl. He can't pay them bills. He can't give you the house you want. He can't buy you your dream car. He can't take you on a vacation. So why are you listening to him? He can't do anything for you. So if you're being triggered by men that can't do anything for you, then perhaps you're listening to the wrong men. Okay. Let me tell you something. Those red pill men, they don't get up and pick Misha's face. They don't go sit at Pick Misha's lectures. They don't say, Pick Misha, you're the best woman ever. And I can't believe you're single because you do everything we want y'all to do. You submit, you help build, you forgive, you do the laundry, you cook, you clean. They're not sitting at Pick Misha's lecture. They're not even in Pick Misha's inbox. Okay. So why are you over there with them? All you're doing when y'all look at the red pill men are turning yourselves into Pick Misha's for them. Pick me for approval. Pick me for approval. Trigger me because I'm 30 and quote unquote, you say I hit the wall. But all the most beautiful women in the world right now are over the age of 30. So I don't know if you believe in a broke man with no money What does that say about you as a woman? That you don't value yourself and you'll take advice from a quote unquote red pill man because society has told you that patriarchy um, knows better than you. That's only for pretend. We only pretend that to get their money. Okay. If you actually start believing it, you're gonna start believing them. So don't believe it, just get their money. Uh-oh, Taisha Sprinkle Sprinkle. Sure, he sent 1K out of the 3K today. Would you go on the date Saturday as an excuse to leave early? Tell him to bring the rest on the date. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Remind, like, tell him you're going to meet him, like on the way. Text him. Make sure you had the rest of the money when we meet up, because he should have time to get it by then. Still go get your, get your 1,000. You got your 1,000. Go. He might have the rest. Sprinkle Sprinkle. If you don't have the rest, be mad the whole date. He show up with not the rest, or don't plan to go in the ATM, make the date painful. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. Red pill theory really messed up your self-esteem. Thank you so much, Shira, for talking about it. Well, you're welcome. I feel like red pill men shouldn't mess up anybody's self-esteem but their own, because they sit up here gossiping like women when they could be out getting some money. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Oh, 1025, sprinkle, sprinkle. You feel like you're about to lose your job. Your parents will be very disappointed in you. What should you do? You're 28, but still care a lot about my parents' opinion. Girl, you 28 and you still care about your parents' opinion? Now is the time to stop caring about your parents' opinion. There you go. You're going to learn a lesson. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Thank you for the donation. All right. Oh, Shannon, sprinkle, sprinkle. Why do they obsess over gold diggers and not pygmies? Because they don't want pygmies. Pygmies are free. Pygmies are easy to get. You can walk outside and get a pygmy, okay? Most men like challenges. Thank you for the donation, sprinkle, sprinkle. They demand so much from women just wanting a second mother. Exactly. But you know what? If people could place your value at $5, they would. Girl, because that's all they probably got, right? They place it to where they can afford you. And let me tell y'all something. Just because somebody has a microphone and a YouTube channel does not make them have all the answers. Okay? Just because a man can get up and say what he needs to say and it sounds very convincing, it doesn't mean it's true. So, and if someone gives you low self-esteem, why are you sitting there taking it? Oh, Kara, sprinkle, sprinkle. Can men tell what and who a pick me is? Yes, they're eager to get picked. Will do anything, ride or die, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Build a man, do anything. Yes, they can tell. What's your point of view on older women supporting younger men? I feel like it's a sugar mama. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. I say sugar mama. How to challenge a rich man? Treat him like every other man. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But with a little bit more respect, because he will be able to pay for you. Uh, but don't give him special treatment. Just respect. Could you do a video on how to dress, doing makeup, different stages, first date, dinner? Girl, that's too much work. Sprinkle, sprinkle. But thank you. Thanks for the question, girl. If I got to do all of that, y'all better. I know everybody better put in some money. If I did that video, it have to be on my Patreon. Y'all have to sign up because that's a lot of work. Y'all think making videos is easy? Let me tell y'all something. The reason why I go live It's because making a video is a lot of work. People got to edit, get the lighting right. If they mess up, they got to start over. They got to edit stuff. This is how you dress. And then they got to put little squares up in the corner. I'm not doing all that. Not for free. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. Y'all dress how y'all need to dress. I mean, if you're sticking out like a sore thumb, go to the places before you get invited and see how people are dressing. Then create your wardrobe or your outfit. Okay. Go and scope out the scene at nice places, and then you'll know how to dress. Because some of these people will have you in there looking crazy, like who did it and why, or like I said, a highlighter with sparkles on it, and you sitting in a room full of beige and tan and black, and you sitting in there green, highlighter green. No, go and scope out the places before you go on dates. You could even look online. They have pictures on Yelp and stuff and how people are dressed. Oh, Kara, sprinkle, sprinkle. What if a man leaves a woman he wants for a pick me? Um, that's okay, because a lot of times men aren't financially where they need to be, and or they want something that you're not offering. So a lot of times men will go for the pick me so that they can feel like a man and get what they want until their self-esteem is built back up to go get the woman they really want. You know what I'm saying? So you have to think about it like this. It's kind of like, this is one of the reasons why a man will cheat with a less attractive woman, to build their self-esteem back up or to feel like they're the man again. And then when they're tired of the predictability of a pygmisha, then they want another challenge. So it's a cycle. Yeah. The pygmies are in his budget. He ain't got to go broke. But that's not the type of woman he really wants, because if he had more, he'd be doing more. So just know that. Sorry, it sounds rude and off topic, but I haven't checked your channel in a while, and now YouTube recommends me this live, and wow, you've changed so much. Thank you, Sprinkle Sprinkle. Appreciate it. All right. Thank you. You like my hair clips? Yeah. Okay. If y'all come to my channel, I'm going to ask you, or I'm just going to inform anyone who's new, because I know there's a lot of new people. Don't ask me about other people. I don't care about them. Don't ask me about other people on my channel. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know. I don't watch other people like that. Like y'all act like, okay. And for the new people, I don't watch videos like my videos. I don't watch other people that do similar videos. I don't care, because all they're saying is what I said. Okay. I don't watch it. Why? It's wasting my time. Okay. I watch other videos that I can actually learn from, or that it's more entertaining to me. I don't watch the same genre of videos that I make. Okay. So I won't know anything about anybody you're asking me, because I don't watch them. There you go. What about those wealthy men who have been married long term to a pick me, like a high school sweetheart? They cheating. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. You're not new. I just don't catch your lives. Oh, you're not. Okay. Well, welcome back, Sprinkle, sprinkle. Can you share some success stories from other women you've helped who've ended up with rich men? Y'all tell them the success stories in the comments. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There's a lot of them. Like, I don't go and get my subscribers success stories. I don't say, hey subscribers, y'all got y'all rich man, tell me the story. They'll tell you in the comments. Okay. But I know a lot of women, the ones that I can remember, yes, I've had lots of success stories. Believe me. Lots. Like more than I can count. marriage to millionaires. Yeah, I don't know, like a lot. I don't keep up with it, baby. Just as long as they're happy and they're living their best life, that's all that matters. You said, what's the advice for skipping the sugar daddy route and finding a hubby? I hate the word hubby. That's number one. I'm so sorry, Miss Mulberry. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't like that word. I just, y'all know how some people have like words that people they don't like, just for some weird reason. It has nothing to do with anything. It's just that's one of the words. Comfy and hubby are two words that I cannot stand. I don't know why. It's just like when I hear it, I'm like, ugh. But if you can find a sugar daddy to turn into your husband, that's added even better. But I say most men who are quote unquote husband material will pay your bills. So maybe he won't have as much money as a sugar daddy, but he will be a provider. Okay, so just focus on a provider because that's what a husband is. Provider. You said hubby sounds needed. No, I just don't like the word. I hate comfy and I hate the word comfy and I hate the word hubby. Oh, Sarah Sprinkle Sprinkle. Thank you for the donation. She cashed at me. It's just a pet peeve. It's nothing against anybody. Y'all didn't know. Y'all couldn't help it. Yeah. I like the entire word husband, man, provider. I don't know. I don't want to take no. I don't want to give him no girly nickname. I need you to be the husband. I need you to be the provider. I need all the syllables up in your name so you know exactly what you need to be doing. I'm not gonna give you no pet name. No, I'm not gonna make you soft. Okay. It's like when a couple shares the same Facebook profile. Weird. Ew, ew, I would throw up my mouth. Somebody that made me do that. Ew, disgusting. Um, whenever I see that, I know somebody that already cheated. Whenever I see somebody sharing a social media, somebody that cheated, and that was the ultimatum, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Usually the woman's idea. Less the man ugly. Then it was the other way around. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, don't y'all see that? Like every time y'all see a couple on social media as one, girl, somebody done cheated, or somebody insecure. Either way. So a lot of people are telling their success stories in the comments. So thank you. Um, but don't build no man, ladies. You're supposed to be building you, not the other way around. And don't ever. There's no excuse for any situation. He ain't ready for no woman if you got to pitch in. Oh, Goddess Wild Sprinkle Sprinkle. Your wealthy doctor stay chasing me. He want me future trophy wife. Okay, well, good luck, girl. Sprinkle Sprinkle. Get your money. He said words are of encouragement are okay. Exactly. Do you have to act very emotional to get what you want? I'm wondering if I have to play the damsel in distress all the time. Um, yeah, acting and playing the damsel in distress some of the time is very helpful until you get a feel on, how you can get your way. Would it work if a 47-year-old woman date a 52-year-old man with decent income? Since you always say older, better thing. That's not much older, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'm talking about, is he going to pay all your bills older? Is he going to gift you nice gifts older? Like, that's not that much older. You know what I'm saying? I need you to be so old that you're going to pay for everything no matter what, period. Maybe 60s. Okay. Do ultimatums work? Is it masculine? They work if the man doesn't want to lose you. And it's not masculine if you know your worth. That means you just go get another one if he doesn't, see your value. It's not masculine if you do it the correct way. Like if you it depends on how you say stuff. Like if you say it in a masculine way, it's going to be masculine. But if you say, I really enjoy spending time with you and I really like you and I'm not sure how you feel about me, but I just want to ask a question. If this is going somewhere in the next couple of months, I would really be so excited about that. But if if you like how things are, you don't really want to move ahead, to that next level, it would be so nice of you just to let me know right now. That means I'm gonna go get me another one, and it was fun while it lasted, basically. If that means you got somebody else in mind, or you're trying to move forward, and if they ain't ready, then you out. That's not really an ultimatum. It's just letting you know and letting them know what you about to do if they don't do what they need to do. Okay. How to start the conversation of getting paid by mentioning everything you need that you don't have in casual conversation. When they say, "How was your day?" "Oh, it was great. Oh my God, I lost a pair of my favorite earrings. I dropped my phone. But other than that, you're the highlight of my day. I just got to figure out how I'm going to pay my uh, rent by the end of the month because I had to help grandma out because she's on a fixed income. But I love to stay optimistic. I know the universe will always provide." Basically, you told them you need your phone fixed, your rent paid, and some earrings. Now, if they were listening, they made a mental note and they're going to get you that money. You don't need to be like, "Oh, please, can I have some money, you old man, sir?" You know, um, unless you're out on a date and like maybe the second or third date and they're like, "Tell me what you need." Then you speak. Some men will ask you straight up what you need. "I'll do anything for you. What do you need?" All you got to do is ask. That's when you tell them. But if they're not asking, you casually mention it. And if they don't come through, they don't want to come through. Okay. And then you need to stop wasting time with them. Okay. Because they hear you, they're listening to what you're saying. And if you don't, if you don't realize that they're wasting your time before it's too late, then lesson learned. You got to make sure you're paying attention as well to how they respond to you when you mention the things that you need. Can you take a picture with a gym masculine guy for social media to make unshaped rich men jealous so that they take me more seriously? No. That's the worst thing to do. I would take a picture with an ugly fat man so that they could feel skinny and attractive and spend more money, but know that that fat man got more money and can spend more money if they don't come through. Do the opposite. Do the exact opposite. Go get you a tub of lard, old, barely breathing, oxygen tank added bonus. Okay, go get you that. Then they gonna feel like the man in the gym. Okay, y'all thinking backwards. They got to feel like they're the young one. Your job as a young woman is to make an old man feel young while he's with you. That's what he's paying for. If he's sitting there looking at the young man, he's going to be very insecure and he's not even going to bother with you. He need to feel like the man in the gym, not the man in the wheelchair, okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Now I'm being silly. You don't have to go that far. Just get someone that, that doesn't look like, they should be with you. There you go. Okay. Why do you think you have to move? Okay, y'all are asking each other questions. That's good. So you don't build no man, and And like, sometimes women want to make other men feel jealous or like they're the prize. If you like, it's okay if you're in a relationship and you're playing tit for tat or whatever. But if you're not even in a relationship or you're trying to attract men and things like that, they need to feel secure before they even approach you. So remember that. There you go. So do y'all have any questions? I know y'all have a lot of questions. Um, you don't know where to start asking for money or when to start asking. You're 19, the targets are 40 plus, but they've never met any of them. That's because you're dating too young. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Um, oh, you never met any one of them. Just get off the date apps. Go out. Get out and be in person. Okay. This generation in this day and age, y'all too dependent on apps. Go in the real world. It's harder to resist women in the real world. It's harder to scroll past you when you the cutest thing in a bar. If you're online, men can filter out what they're not looking for. You know what I'm saying? But if you in a bar and you the cutest one in there and he's like, oh well, I'm here, I might as well, partake. It's gonna be easier. Okay. You're doing yourself a service by, going out and being seen in your own town versus being scrolled through dozens of women who they filtered according to what they can't afford or probably can't even get. So, like a lot of women always complain about, well, what about women and why do I constantly compare myself to these other women? When you go into your local restaurant, your local bar, your local club, or wherever you freestyle, your local happy hour, are you one of the most attractive women there? Or are you, are you up there? Then why are you worrying about them people online? Okay. When you walk into the grocery store or wherever you are, if you look good and better than most of the women in there pushing carts, you win. Okay, stop comparing yourself to women online and stop dating only online. Get out and freestyle in the real world. Get out and be seen in the real world. Okay. What if ugly men act grateful at first, but start treating you mean because he feel insecure? It happens to me recently. Then remind him he ugly. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Gotta remind them they ugly. Sometimes get a mirror. Walk around, and then when you see him jump, be like, "Ooh, jump scare!" You gotta warn people before you can't be sneaking up on me like that. You gotta say something, click your heels or something before you walk in the room. Remind them he ugly. All right. What do you do when you feel like they owe you? Be mad at yourself because nobody should owe you nothing. You should have already got what you were supposed to get before they got anything they were supposed to get. Okay. Learn your lesson. Get your money first. All right. Then they won't owe you nothing because they have already invested and spent. How to tie up a sugar daddy that lives in another state? You can't. He live in another state. Why would you want to? All right. Y'all be like trying to hold men to be faithful and give you money and stuff on a whole another state. Unless nobody else want them, it's going to be impossible. Okay. Do you want to quit your job so bad? Well, get you a sugar daddy then before you do that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Should you move on after 2 weeks from not hearing from them? Girl, 2 weeks? You waiting on somebody for 2 weeks? Girl, don't you know you could declare somebody missing and dead by then? Well, it might take 7 years if there's nobody. If somebody make me wait 2 weeks, I'm assuming they're dead. Okay. I'm looking into obituaries. And if they ain't in there, then I'm not worried about it. They in jail or they dead. I'm moving on. Anyway. Because if they not in jail and if they ain't dead, then I don't need their excuse. Okay. Moving on. You said, yep, they're dead to me or they in jail. Either way, you ain't dealing with them no more. Um, Shira, can you approach a business owner? Any excuse that I can come up with for approaching an owner? Yeah, asking them questions. Ask questions about the business. Maybe do a fake interview. Say you got a blog or something. Get his life story, girl. So how did you? I'm going to be doing a blog on some local business owners because I write an entrepreneur page. Make sure he old because he don't know how to work the internet that good. He hired people to do that. And like, it's kind of private newsletter to a private group that I have, and I just like to interview like the people that just lie and get that's how you can get close. There you go. Then he'll be all thinking he's all that and trying to shine and impress you. Then you can secretly flirt with him and throw the ball in his court and see what he be doing with the ball. What he gonna do? Here you go. How do you keep the man on his toes and keep him on being a provider to you? By not ever offering to pay for anything, by expecting him to pay for everything, and assuming that he's going to pay for everything in the future. That's how. And you keep reminding him that he need to pay for everything. Okay, you don't slack up. You don't let that slide. Nothing slide. Okay. Then you also be grateful and thankful and say thank you so much for all that you could do for me. But then you always assume that he's going to do more. How do you remind him? By with your mouth. Say, you know what? You remember last week when you bought me that gift? That was so sweet. I think about that sometimes. It makes me smile. That he's gonna want to do more. If he's paying bills, then like, I'm so glad you started paying my bills. Now I don't have to work anymore. There you go. A rich doctor wants you to be his other girl. Polyg oh, polyamorous lifestyle. He is with a nurse. I like him, but don't like the girl. He spends a lot. Should I proceed, girl? Um. Okay, so you have to be in the relationship with the girl and him. First of all, like, I don't know about you, but I don't even like being around too many people. So one person is enough sometimes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to have to deal with her and you. Just give me the money. Just get a blow up doll, baby. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him get him a blow up doll and tell her to exit left, or send her out of town or whatnot. Y'all gonna have to have some days of the week. You said, but that's how I got James. No, it wasn't. That's not how I got James. I did not share him. I stole him. Plus, he was already separated, so I couldn't really steal him. I just like to say that. But honestly, he was already separated, and I was like, you know what? I didn't even know, but he lied. And still, I found out. But at the same time, I wasn't sharing nobody. Okay. You said rotate shifts. You talking about being in a relationship with at the same time while he got a girlfriend. If that's true, then you make sure that she's being phased out as you're being phased in. You don't share. It's called the phase out. Okay. They get phased out, you get phased in. That's how you got to do it. Dating men in other countries, is that questionable? Do they just want citizenship? Girl, I'm not wasting my time. Spark, spark. Here's my thing. A lot of y'all have these grandiose plans to get this rich man that lives in another country. If you can't pull a man in your local city that has money that will pay your bills, what makes you think you're gonna be able to do that across the ocean, get him to pay them bills if he doesn't want anything in return? You know what I'm saying? Like, of course he wants a green card. Of course da, 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 da. Why don't you make, if you're that good, like as a woman, if you can't pull from your local town, you can't pull nowhere else. So work on that. Work on that. Like all these women talking about long distance this, long distance that, getting flued out. Da, da, da. If you can't pull somebody in your own town with money, then I'm not impressed. You know, that's it's too easy. You said it's giving passports. Sis. Exactly. Like, look, back in the old days, I'm going to sound like an old woman now. Back in the old days, women used to pull from the closest thing, the easiest way, and get their money quick. You said you like to fantasize too. Yeah, after get his money and then go do what you want. Then go on vacation. Then go travel. Okay, get the money first so you can fantasize with money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. It's easier that way because you can make the fantasies come true. Okay, it's better to dream with money in the bank than to dream with nothing in the bank. Believe. How do you ladies stay motivated to stay thin? Just want to eat all day in the winter. Just eat vegetables then. Eat all day, eat vegetables. Drink water, eat vegetables. You track everything you eat. Good for you. And y'all, let me tell y'all ladies something. While y'all are single trying to get y'all a man to pay for everything, yes, that's what they're looking for. Nice and you know, fit, whatnot. But once you got them, girl, you can eat a few things. In fact, they be trying to feed you to keep you from going elsewhere. So that's right. Eat cucumbers all day. Okay. Coffee, yes. All right. So y'all got y'all's little January New Year diet plans together. Great. One time your boyfriend and you were having a disagreement that could potentially end it with me leaving the relationship, and he said, I can't let you go that easy. I have already invested a lot in you. Exactly. Ha ha, Cynthia. That's so true. They're less likely to leave and break up if they put a lot of money into the relationship. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. How to emotionally detach from your child's father? Get another man. Understand that he emotionally detached from you. So why are you still emotionally attached to him? Like, I would be like insulted. Like, okay, you can leave me and your child. That would be enough for me to emotionally detach. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Defending beauty. Like, y'all need to think about this. Like, a lot of times y'all give people the benefit of the doubt. Y'all forgive too easily. It's okay to forgive, but put your emotions in the correct place. You know, if y'all are still together, then he should be married. Y'all should be married by now. If he got enough money, okay. I would not stay in a relationship and continue to be somebody's baby mother. If he ain't gonna make you his wife, then he need to be on child support. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, I'm not doing that. No, that's how I feel about it. Like, either you in or you out. There ain't no in between. You said you left him. He wants you back, but we are very toxic together. Okay, well, get his money first. Okay, let me tell y'all how to deal with a toxic man. Get his money. Okay, when you need to get all the money you can get, put him on child support, everything. If he wants you back, make him pay to get back in. Okay, like I said, the more he invests with you, and the more he invests in you, the more he's going to want to take care of his investment. Okay, so get his money, period. You said a toxic man called me toxic. Girl, everybody toxic. You know, everybody throwing around the word toxic. Everyone is toxic. Who's walking around here perfect? I don't see nobody. Everybody can be toxic. Everyone can be toxic. It's a choice. There is a toxic person right there. Like, no, there's a person that's toxic right now being non-toxic to another person because they can choose when they want to be toxic and when they don't. So you need to make them realize that being toxic around you costs money. All right. And toxic is not toxic. When people throw the word toxic around, it's not an insult. People choose to be toxic. That means you attract toxic behavior because that's what you deserve. Period. So if you call me toxic, then obviously you're making me toxic towards you because that's what I feel like you deserve. Okay? Y'all have to flip the script. If you are toxic, it's that because that's what that person deserves when they're around you. Yeah, I'm toxic because that's what you deserve. Okay. What do you think of a man fairly young? He's a teacher but has side hustle business that could take off. Also, family business. I think when he take off, when he get his side hustle business and he got money to make sure he got your number still. Okay. Potential is only potential. Okay. Get you can't build on potential. You got to build on a foundation that has something to it. You know, coulda, shoulda, woulda. When he get his money, tell him to give you a call. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's how you know he really wants you. When he made all his money, he's still thinking about you. Then he call you. He be like, you know what? I couldn't have that woman when I was building, when I had the potential, when I was broke. I'm gonna get her now. You don't be the builder woman. You never be the builder woman. When he's growing and trying to make it through, you don't be with him because he don't. The only reason he wants you is because he can afford you at that point. But when he gets his money on, he can afford better. So you give him something to strive for. You don't give it to him like that. You're like, you know what? Call me when you get your business up. We go out to dinner and celebrate. There you go. Okay. I know a lot of men will say, well, is she not building with me or she ain't shooting with me in the gym? Well, you know what? I'm not a basketball player. I don't shoot with people in gyms. I'm not gonna build with no grown man. Call me when you get your money or go on to the next chick. Okay, I'm not gonna be Barbara the Builder. I don't care what your little saying or your meme says. When you got it, then you can afford a woman. The only time that they say that is when they can't afford a woman and they want a woman. And so stupid pygmy should roll over there, stupid Barbara builder roll over there. I'm with you for now. Okay. Don't fall for it, ladies. Because have you ever seen, like, there, it's very rare that you find someone who's with a day one chick when they get super successful. And if they are with a day one chick when they're super successful, they're with other chicks at the same time too. So don't think that's what's going to get you there, because it's not. You okay? You are a stay at home wife. You started a business and it's successful. Now he says we need to do it together, but this is my security blanket. Girl, lie. Why are you showing him all that? Make up a lie. Well, you want some of these taxes? Then tell them to invest in the business. Say, maybe you start your own business do your own thing. This mine. Get your own. If I can do it, you can do it. There you go. That's what I'd say. If I can do it, you can do it. I got faith in you. I believe in you, baby. Go do your thing. All right. Don't tell them everything. Like, don't tell them, oh, guess what? I got 20 orders. Oh, guess what? My business is doing well. Don't tell them nothing. It's doing all right. Don't tell them too much. That way they won't be trying to get in on it. All right. Uh, say it's doing all right. Could use a little help financially. Give me some money. It's not an investment, it's a gift. Um, don't tell your man you're successful. Just say, yeah, I do all right. I gotta keep going. I gotta keep going. I don't know what kind of business you started. Ask her, and y'all, what kind of business did you start? So just make sure you don't like. I know it's hard not to share everything with somebody you're supposed to be in a relationship with, married, and all that kind of stuff. But that's the exact opposite. You don't share everything with everybody, because either they get jealous, they get greedy, they want to do what you do. So you just tell them what they need to hear in order to keep them doing what they've been doing. Okay. It's the same thing like when you have friendships or whatever, and you start a business. You're not gonna constantly call your friend and say, "Guess what, girl? I made all this money." They're gonna start getting jealous of you, so you can't do that. If they ask you how your business was, oh, it's doing okay. Always okay. It's always doing okay. It's never doing great. It's always doing fine. It's always doing okay. That's it. Don't give them no negative. Don't give them no positive. There you go. Because they're going to start to, feel some sort of way. So you just don't tell them nothing, basically. They'll stop asking when you keep giving them the same answer. Um, why do you believe building a man is glorified in our society? Building a man is glorified in our society because it's not. It's not. Because do they give you credit at the end of the day? Do they say, I'd like to thank my starter girlfriend, Pygmisha, for building me up to this level so I could go get the woman I really want? Do they get up there and make a speech when they get the rewards of life? Do they secretly thank you? Um, do they send you a Christmas card every year from their new address and say, thank you, Pygmisha and Barbara the Builder, for helping me get to this next level? No, they don't. So society doesn't promote that. Broke men promote it, and Pygmishas promote it. Desperate women promote it, not society. Okay. So from whatever social economic background you are from, some promote building and some do not. Okay. Which one are you gonna fall in? You know? You said they come out with a sob story about how no one care, and then they gonna just add another one to the list because I'm not gonna care. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Add another one to the list. Put my name down there too because I don't care. That's exactly what I would say. You know what? Well, you need to add another name down there. Which one? Mine. Call me when you get your money. Bang. Okay, if you over here crying and doing the most, trying to get some, that's a red flag to me. And that means I got to go even faster. When a man breaks down and cries, nobody support me. I need support. Da, 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 da. That's exit left. That's what I don't need to. Call me when you get it. Real men don't give soft stories. Exactly. Is that the same soft story he's going to give when he loses his job and needs you to pay all the bills? I don't think so. I don't do sob stories. Add me to the list of the people that don't care. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Now, you said stop being a pillar of strength for men. Exactly. Stop being the strong woman in a man's life, unless you're a bodybuilder. Okay, you a bodybuilder. You a strong woman. Don't be strong financially for him. Mm-mm. When do you think is best time to tell him about your sexuality? I don't even know what that means. What do you mean by that? Like, my sexuality is very sexual? I don't know. Are you of a different persuasion? Oh, don't tell him nothing. If he think you straight, you gonna be straight. Don't tell him none of that. Then you might as well tell him you a cheater too. I'm a cheater. Sprinkle, sprinkle, because that's my sexual. If you get on and say, you know what, I'm bi, I'm fluid, you might as well say I'm a cheater. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's the same thing. Go ahead and tell him you cheat. I cheat. Whatever. Period. But you gonna tell him. That's basically what you're telling him. You're let him think you the straightest thing. I cheats. I'm bi, I'm fluid, I'm this, I'm that. Basically, I cheat, I cheat, I cheat, I cheat. That's all you're telling them is you cheat. You said the power of shutting up is real. Why? You know what? If y'all are so eager to tell your life story, write it and make them buy the book. At least you're gonna get some money out of it. Don't give it to them for free. Remain the innocent one. Yes. Why are y'all so eager to tell people this? Who cares? Like, that shouldn't even be on your mind. You're supposed to be getting this money. Somebody, you should tell him when you get caught. All right, there you go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. There you go. So you're saying bisexual people are cheaters in general? That can't be monogamous. Girl, this is what I'm saying. If you're bisexual, that means they need to buy you some stuff before you become sexual. That's what it means to me. Okay. That's all that means to me. 'Cause if you bisexual, you gotta buy me something for something to get sexual, okay? You gotta do something for me beneficial, period. Otherwise, ain't no sexual nowhere. Okay. Be that bisexual and see how far you get in life. You're going to get further. I promise. Y'all worried about the wrong thing. You know what? If nobody buying you nothing, then you ain't bisexual. Okay? Get that first through your mind. Yes. You said, I see. Yes. Make sure you, if you bisexual, you gotta be bisexual on the synonym as well. Okay. I mean, they gotta buy you stuff. You said, why do dusty men approach confident women? To build their self-esteem. I mean, you dusty. What's the harm? You ain't got nothing to lose. All you got is a sugar mama to gain. You ain't got nothing to lose. Dusties have nothing to lose. They will approach anything moving. I told y'all. Unless you look like you cost money and you don't give money. Okay. Shira has he's a full provider, but you're gonna work now and want to spend the money only on me and my daughter. How to act? Um, Tell him you're working and saving for your daughter's future, and everything you make is going into a savings account for her. There you go. Um, Unless he want to start an account and start depositing money every month for her and you. um, Somebody said, tell him you paying off a loan. Okay. What do you think of Barb the Builder waiting 7 years for a ring? I feel that she could have been married and divorced by then and gotten another ring. She could have had two rings. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's what I feel. She could have been married, divorced, and engaged again by then. How you doing? What advice if you have developed feelings for a man that's separated and he's a provider type? Get his money. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Tell him how much you are into him, how great he is, how you can't imagine life without him, and how you love his direct deposit and his money, and how he takes care of you. A man is going to go in the direction in which most of his money goes. So if you start making him spend more money on you than he has his wife, or if he's separated, he's going to go in that direction. So and especially if he's having fun with you. So if you're doing all the stuff like going on vacation, making him feel young, if y'all getting involved with each other sexually, you making him pay the bills, you making him shop, he's more likely going to go in that direction and try to make it work back with his wife that's not doing too much. So you got to make him want to go in your direction. So get his money. The men follow their money, not their heart. They follow their money. So go get the money. If you don't believe me, this is why most men won't divorce, because of the financial situation. They don't follow their heart, they follow their money. So take their money, bring the money over here. Okay? Get him to spend his money on you. Whoever he's investing the most in is the direction he's going. Okay? Okay. And y'all could be mad men at me for saying that, but it's the truth. Y'all gonna follow y'all money. Y'all ain't gonna follow your heart. And if men followed their heart, we'd be in a whole different world. But since y'all follow that money, then women get their money. You want them chasing you. There you go. Don't build no man, no. Because when you contribute money, you're giving them money. They're going to follow themselves and what they want. Is it bad to be weird or different? Does feminine behavior or dressing have to be cookie cutter? If you can pull it off and if the man likes who you are and how you look, then it's not an issue. But if they're very successful and they have to take you around other people who have to fit the cookie cutter image, they may be reluctant, or you might have to put on a uniform and conform while you're out with, his friends or colleagues. But other than that, I don't know. It just depends. If you're not you know, the show wife, and if he's not in the public eye, I don't think it really matters. If a guy is playing aloof and not chasing at the beginning, do I drop him? Yes, bye. If a man ain't chasing, he ain't a man. I gotta go. Bye. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Honestly, I'm not playing games with no grown man. If you a man, chase. If you not, stay. Sperm chase the egg. If you ain't chasing, goodbye. You know? Um, and why would you want a man who don't chase anyway? You might as well be infertile. Okay? Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you're trying to have kids, or if you want to get married and have kids and your man ain't even chasing you, his sperm count probably low. If he don't even like, he, it's a pattern, and there's levels to it. If his sperm chasing, he's gonna be chasing. If he ain't chasing, then he got gender problems. Okay, he don't know what he is, and I got to go. Is this apply for rich men too? Yes, rich men chase. Okay, they spend money. That's how they chase. They spend money. Okay, they call, they text, they spend money. That's how they chase. They benefit you. That's how they chase. It, you know. Now, if you're surrounded by women and you don't have to chase because Pick Bisha and Barbara the Builder is all around you or whatever, then you of course you don't have to chase. But the one that gets your attention and makes you chase, that's the one you really want. And if a man is not chasing a woman, he don't really want her anyway. So why would you want to be with a man who really don't want you? You know what I'm saying? So y'all need to think about this. Why would you want a man who's not even man enough to chase you, who don't even got the energy to chase you? He ain't gonna have the energy to do nothing else. So why would you want him? It's like, you lazy. You can't even chase. I want no lazy man. I don't want no man who's not ambitious and don't know what he wants and can't go get it. So that tells you a lot about a man who won't chase you. If a man won't chase you, he's unambitious. He don't really want you, and he can also have other options. But then, do you want a man that's too lazy to get up and show you how important you are? No. So no, I'm not. Like, don't do that to yourself. If he's not chasing, then he don't want you. And remember what I said, the man is always supposed to want you more, not the same, definitely not less. But if a man wants you more, he gonna get up and put in the effort and chase and keep chasing. And if he can't do that, then why do you need him? You said, don't tell him you've seen other people. Exactly. What's your thought on a woman's age 60 plus still finding love in today's society? I don't want to settle, but I'm realistic about younger competition. Okay, here's my thing. If you're 60 years old, you should have learned by now about the word love. Love is self love. You treat yourself a way that lets other people know that you put yourself first as a priority, that you love yourself, that you are the added bonus to anything. And if someone wants to share a life with you or to date you, it's going to be an added bonus, but you're not looking for anything. You're a complete person already. You're not looking for love. You're looking to experience yourself and for another person to experience you as well with company. And this is what love turns into when you get older. You're not looking to fall in love. You should have been done that by now, about 20 times, and gotten over it and realized it's about you. It's all about you. Okay. It's only about you. Like, you're in love with yourself, and you need someone else to experience that with you by acknowledging that you deserve to be put as a priority. Uh, so definitely date an older man and get your money and get your best treatment and live your best life, because we're not looking for love. We already have love within us. We're looking for people to spend time with who see the value in us, that are going to put in the effort to prove it to us daily. That's what you're looking for. We're not looking for no love, baby. We already have it. We already have love. Otherwise, why would men want us? They know our value. That's why they're supposed to chase. Yup. You shoot an older man who he ain't got that long left, so he trying to have the best life. Okay, he got a bucket list he need to check off with another person to experience it with. That's what you're supposed to be. You're having trouble with being naturally feminine, and it comes out when I'm with a man. Any advice on that, please? Well, what is your definition of naturally feminine? Like, what do you do when you get around these guys that are so masculine? I don't know. Are you cursing? Are you smoking weed? Are you crip walking? What you doing? um. So I couldn't imagine how you'd be. You say you cuss like a sailor. I don't know. Like, just tone it down, then. Tone it down. Like, save it for your friends. Anyway, y'all, I'm getting ready to wrap this up. So y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the likes up. I see a lot of people in here, so I need to see a lot of likes. Y'all subscribe if y'all are new. Y'all share the video. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all hit that like button. Thank y'all, all the members. Thank you, everybody who clicked like. Thank you, everybody who subscribed. Y'all click like back before you go. Thank you, everybody who donated, especially. Appreciate you guys. Thank y'all for everyone who supports me on Patreon and who buy my books. All my books are linked at the top of the chat, and I'll also have it in the description so y'all can get that. Sprinkle, sprinkle, everyone, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.